All right, happy Friday at 4:45 this morning. We are already tracking a few showers and a few maybe thunderstorms down along the coast. The rest of us are certainly dry, and we're waking up warm and humid. There's a live look at radar. You can see some of those spotty downpours right there towards Lower Lafourche, right over Terrebonne Bay. And a closer look, you can see there over in Plaquemines Parish, you've got a few of these showers. Nothing too widespread or disruptive, but a little bit of rainfall down along the coast this morning. Going to be a hot day. Could be the hottest day so far this year. I do have us forecasted getting into the mid to upper 90s. A few places are going to make a run at 100 degrees this afternoon, so you got to be very, very careful. Our record is 100. This is an MSY, and it's an old record set back in '86, so it's been around for quite some time, and we'll make a run at it. Now, we have not hit 100 degrees at New Orleans since 2016, so it's kind of rare. It's not common, at least, for us to hit 100. So we'll be close to it. Some areas will probably hit 100. Other areas will stay in the mid-90s. It just depends on how the rain evolves later today. And once again, we're way above our average high. All right, excessive heat warning in effect today. That's the difference today than yesterday with the terminology we use, right? Don't get hung up on it, though. No matter where you're at in the south, it's going to be hot today, but it could be a few degrees hotter than we have been over the past couple of days. So what's the difference? When you're talking about an advisory and a heat warning, there is technically a difference, but it's a very minor difference when you start looking at the numbers. An excessive heat warning is issued for our area. Now, nearly every single area across the U.S. has different criteria. Our area, it's when the heat index value approaches 113 degrees for an extended period of time. So there are a few places that will probably feel closer to 113. Most areas will be in the criteria of 108 to 112, which is where we've been the past couple of days. So there's really not going to be any big differences this afternoon than what we've been dealing with. What should you do? You know what to do. Anytime you're down here, you got to be careful. You got to listen to your body. If you start to feel lightheaded, nauseous, things like that, get inside, cool down. Don't let yourself get to that point, though, if you don't have if you're out and about today. All right, 99 for your high, 97 tomorrow, 96 Sunday. So temperatures are going to stay hot through the weekend. It'll be very humid through the weekend. But look at Monday and Tuesday. That's when our rain chances go on the rise. So we'll be looking at pretty good rain chances by Monday and Tuesday. But I do think we're going to have some storms this weekend. These will be some isolated to scattered storms, primarily during the afternoon and evening hours as we get a little burst of moisture coming on in with a weak tropical wave. So there's that moisture sliding on through the Gulf. It's coming from Florida. It'll give us increasing moisture by Saturday and Sunday. Here comes the cool front. Notice all the moisture ahead of it. That'll be in our area Monday and Tuesday, and then maybe some relief from the moisture by Wednesday, depending on how far south that front moves. How much rain are we talking? Right now, models are not throwing out big numbers. I think we'll be manageable, but there's going to be a few areas that do pick up some heavy rain at times, so some isolated flooding is possible. But most of the areas looking at maybe 1 to 3 to 2 to 4 inches of rainfall when it's all said and done. Tropics still quiet. We're ending the month of July on a quiet note. Heading through the weekend, nothing in the tropics. Early next week, it doesn't look like anything in the tropics. Do be very careful. I know we're used to the heat down here, but your body, it still can get pretty sick in this type of heat. You got to be careful. Same thing through the weekend with hit or miss storms, but staying in the 90s. It'll be very hot and humid. And next week, a little bit better.